Hello guys, I'm Venkat from Third Biotech. As we know that sunlight plays a major role in plants for converting their own foods. It also creates an impact on human body. I have a perfect person to explain this out.
Hello friends, myself Prasanna. So speaking of sunlight, there are many beneficial facts about sunlight and major among them is vitamin D. So in this video, we'll learn many things about vitamin D, its biosynthesis and sunlight and the vitamin D are related and much more. So let's get started. So yes, vitamin D. Vitamin D is also called as sunshine vitamin and they are also called by chemical names commonly called as sterols. So this vitamin D is generally they are fat or lipid soluble and they are found in small amounts in our body in parts such as livers and adipose tissues. So when it is consumed through food, they get absorbed into our small intestine and then they enter our lymph and then they get distributed through all of our body and then to the skin. In the skin they are present in an inactive form called as dehydrocholesterol, so which is commonly pronounced as cholesterol. So this cholesterol is in an inactive form in our skin which gets activated through the sunlight. So what are the elements which are present in the sunlight which mainly activates this dehydrocholesterol? We'll see. So in sunlight there are three components which helps in our daily day-to-day activities. Among the three components there is only one which helps to activate the specific dehydrocholesterol compound. So let me explain. So when you are breaking down the sunlight, it is about three components. We have visible light, we have UV light and infrared radiations. So these three types of elements have their own intensities and their own wavelengths. So visible light which causes which has higher intensity, and UV light has very lesser among these three elements which is also have lesser intensity and also have lesser wavelength. And at last infrared radiation which is responsible for the heatness of the sunlight. So among these, UV light is the only element which is responsible for activation of vitamin D, thus also called as dehydrocholesterol in our body. So which is present in small amounts in the sunlight itself, so which can also be affected. So how it gets affected and the other explanation I'll give it back later. So this is the main element which activates our dehydrocholesterol. From that only we are getting the activated form of vitamin D which does many function in our body. So how the sunlight activates this inactive form of vitamin D? Take a look at this. So we are having sun and then sunlight. From the sunlight we are getting UV, and from the UV which enters our skin activates this vitamin D which is called as dehydrocholesterol, and when it's activated it gets to a form called as cholecalciferol. So next we are going to see about the biosynthesis. Before that, many common people think that sunlight must be a source for vitamin D. Actually it's not. Sunlight just activates the vitamin D which is already present in our body. So this is a simple thing. So speaking of biosynthesis, so we are having dehydroxycholesterol. So when it's present in our skin, so when the UV light passes through our skin, it gets activated and forms cholecalciferol, and after several reactions this cholecalciferol directly gets to a biologically active form called as calcitrol, so which is also called as, with a specific chemical name, also called as 1,25 dihydroxycholecalciferol. So what happens here is addition of two hydroxy elements. So the major function of this biologically active form of vitamin D is to promote bone formation and also to promote the absorption of calcium and phosphate. So calcium and phosphate are very much abundant in our bones and they are very much needed for bone formation. So what this vitamin does is it increases the absorption of calcium and phosphate in our intestine, and also activates the calcium binding proteins, and it reduces the excretion of this calcium and phosphate through the kidneys. So we have seen how sunlight activates this cholecalciferol. So what are the dietary sources we can get we can get vitamin D? So the major dietary sources are fatty fish, fish liver oils, and also egg yolks. And what the research says, to get more amounts of vitamin D, we need to consume more amounts of natural foods. And what can be the other methods is we can expose our skin to sunlight, which is the major activation of vitamin D. So as I said earlier, so what affects this UV light is atmospheric pollution. So UV light itself has low wavelength. So when the atmospheric pollution is great, what happens is it affects the scattering of sunlight, and the UV light is also get affected. So that is what scientists recommends that we must expose our skin to sunlight at early morning. So at that time the atmospheric pollution may be lesser, so which may be useful for our body to get the vitamin to get activated by this UV, and UV light may also not be affected by this atmospheric pollution. So before finishing, I would like to also say about 3 new surprising facts which have recently come about vitamin D. So what they are saying is, American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, they have given 3 surprising facts. One is vitamin D can fight diseases. So they can reduce multiple sclerosis, they can reduce heart diseases, and they also reduce the likelihood of developing flu. And second is vitamin D reduces depression. So not only used for bone formation, they are also saying that the specific cholecalciferol can also be used to reduce depression. So the third surprising fact is vitamin D can also help to boost weight loss. So one study proves that people who are taking daily calcium with vitamin D supplements has proven with increased weight loss.
Thank you, Prasanna, for your explanation. I have some history to share with you. Before that, I need something. Perfect. In the year 1650 was the first case of vitamin D deficiency was properly registered. Soldiers in Germany were exposed to sunlight instead of using bandages to make the wound cure rapidly. In ancient Rome, solar architectures were used to trap the sunlight. In order for a bath, they trap the sunlight during winter afternoons. The important part of Olympic athletes were undergoing heliotherapy during their training sections to cure their weak and fluffy muscles. Vitamin D deficiency patients are dedicated room which is more exposed to sunlight. In Indian tradition, Surya Namaskara is a form of sun salutation. It indirectly says to expose yourself to sunlight. The great scientist Stephen Hawking once had a question: why do governments spend billions of money in research other than using it for the development of their own people? Well, he said that to have a future.
Stamattina mi sono alzato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Stamattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invaso, oh partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire.